Well, that was Gary Worrell from Stockport leaping with joy after winning our ITV penalty prize competition back in February, as we welcome you again to Wembley for the first ever European penalty prize competition. And today 6 boys from England, from Holland, from the Republic of Ireland, from Denmark, Turkey and Israel have come here hoping to win the trophy donated by the TV Times, the Gordon Banks Trophy. There in fact is Gary Worrell, the young lad from Stockport, who won it on the day of the League Cup final here at Wembley. Our Master of Ceremonies again here at Wembley is of course that distinguished man, Pete Murray. And of course the man who has got a big job, as you can see on the left there, is Phil Parkes, the Queen's Park Rangers goalkeeper, and our distinguished referee is Jack Taylor, the World Cup final referee. Pete Murray now coming on to the Wembley pitch.
Thank you very much indeed. A very good afternoon to you, boys and girls. And may I say, it's a pleasure to be here at the Wembley Stadium on such a lovely day for the Eurovision penalty prize competition. 6 boys from 6 Eurovision countries will be taking part in this competition, and the match will be officiated by a World Cup referee and an England goalkeeper. Let's meet the boys taking part in this competition right now, and here they come. The boys being led out by World Cup referee Jack Taylor and Queen's Park Rangers and England goalkeeper Phil Parkes.
And each of those boys gets 6 penalties against Phil Parkes. They tossed up last night as to who should go first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth.
It's a long walk, but they're
boy,
making,
Whelan,
ladies and gentlemen, as they get to the centre here, give them a rousing welcome here, will you? A really rousing welcome. And as the boys line up, I will now introduce you to them individually with the country that they come from. Firstly, from the Republic of Ireland, Paul Whelan. Secondly, from Denmark, Peder Pedersen. From Israel, Johnny Sultan. From England, Gary Worrell.
Well, there's no doubt who the crowd wants to win.
From Turkey, Levent Eris. And from Holland, Pablo Huth. Well, those are the boys, and may I now introduce you to Queen's Park Rangers and England goalkeeper Phil Parkes. And one of the world's greatest referees, the World Cup referee in the final of 1974, Mr. Jack Taylor.
Well, referees don't often get cheered like that.
Well, an appreciative crowd here, and now it's time for the competition itself. Could I ask for 5 of the boys to go back over there and sit on a seat, make yourselves comfortable. And may I tell you now that the first contestant in the penalty prize competition for the Gordon Banks Trophy, presented by the TV Times, is Paul Whelan from the Republic of Ireland, wearing a green shirt and white shorts. Paul is 14. He comes from Nenagh Christian Brothers School in County Tipperary. He qualified for the hurdles in the Irish Schools Championships today, but opted to come here because he's got another chance for the hurdles next year. He won his national final in the penalty prize against 7 other boys by scoring with all 5 of his penalties. Paul Whelan, the whistle is about to be blown for you by Mr. Jack Taylor.
So this is Paul Whelan of the Republic of Ireland.
Yes, that's the first one. I was going to say something in Gaelic to Paul, but already it's worked out quite well. Lat, Paul.
In fact, not only did he win the Munster 80-metre hurdles championship, but he won it in record time last week.
2 out of 2!
Athlete and a good penalty taker, 2 out of 2 for Paul Whelan.
This is a champion hurdler and javelin thrower, showing no nerves at all here at Wembley Stadium. 3 out of 3 for Paul Whelan.
I think he hit that with the outside of his boot. That really was a very cocky penalty. 3 out of 3 for Paul.
3 out of 3, 3 more to go for Paul Whelan.
Setting a very high standard early on, as Phil Parkes knows better than anybody. No, he's...
Phil Parkes looking very relieved that he's been able to manage to stop at least one shot. 3 out of 4. Four out of 5. Paul Whelan's last
well, if he
penalty
gets this
kick.
last one in Paul Whelan, it's going to be a difficult target for everybody else. But he hasn't.
That was Paul Whelan from the Republic of Ireland. Well done, Paul. He did extremely well. 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6 for Paul Whelan.
So Peter Pedersen of Denmark next.
Being welcomed now by Jack Taylor, is the young lad from Denmark, wearing the red shirt and white shorts of Denmark.
That was saved by Phil Parkes.
Pedersen. He's 14. He plays with the Randers Freja Club in Jutland. He's an outstanding midfield player and captains the Jutland schools team. He was chosen to represent his country in today's final by the Danish Football Association, Hell Oluka Peder. And Jack, over to you.
14 years old from Denmark, Peter Pedersen. Naught out of 1.
Well, that's over the top for Peter in the first one, but he still has 5 more penalties to take. Peter Pedersen from Denmark.
Good
yes,
penalty.
that's a good one. A very good one indeed. 1 out of 2. Good stop by Phil Parkes. 1 out of 3 for Peter Pedersen from Denmark.
So he's got to get the next 3 in to stand a chance.
That's 2 out of 4.
Well, if he gets the last 2, he'll catch up with Paul Whelan.
Three out of 5. Will he equal Paul Whelan from the Republic of Ireland?
Well, he needs to score with this one if he's going to.
3 out of 5.
Yes.
May I ask Jack Taylor?